Well, it's Friday, so I can go doink. Holy Hannah. I think it's been like 2 months, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks since I've been on last.
Way too long.
Has it really been that long?
Thanksgiving. Because it was before I went hunting. I went hunting the first week of December. So it's the whole month of December up until tonight, which is the 17th. That's 3 weeks. So that's 7 weeks. Right? Anyways, you know how good it is to be back and seeing my friends.
It's pretty awesome for me. I know that.
I've been going nuts, and I know I was supposed to do one last week, and I don't even know what the fuck happened to me last week. Pardon my French.
I don't know. I waited and waited and waited, and finally Stevie told me good night.
That's probably what happened to me. I don't even remember. Anyways, it is so good to see you guys. It's so good to see you guys. It's so good to see you guys out in the chat room too. Let's start out there first, just so I can, because I'm just excited. And Miss Shalisa Show was first, and obviously she's in here with us. Shalisa, Stevie, it's good to see you guys. I hope you've been well. I hope your holidays went well.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
Come a little closer.
Don't be shy.
Come on, get a little closer. What's the name of the song? Touch. What's the name? Come on, help me out with this.
Hush, hush.
Hush, hush. Yeah. Mr. Ohio Wolverine who's going to be enjoying the cold weather just like me. I'm going to get some severe cold weather Tuesday and Wednesday. He's getting his on Monday and Tuesday. And I can't wait for it because now it'll form some more ice, although it's going to be like 40 on Monday. But I'm still going to, I'm telling you, I'll tell you what it is in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways.
It was 40 today here.
Yeah. It was like 35, 36 here today. Mr. Ohio Wolverine, how the hell you been? It's good to see you, sir.
Doing good. For the end of the year, beginning of the new year, as bad as it ended and started off, we're doing okay now.
Right. Yeah, that does. That's a definite. Yeah, I'm with you. And hey, folks, listen. So I have this crush, and I'm trying to get a hall pass, but my wife won't give me one. And she says, "Why do you want a hall pass?" I said, "Babe, I just want to go to Michigan." She says, "Why?" I says, "I gotta go ice fishing with fish in the ice shanty."
That's right.
You know, so I said, "Can I have a hall pass?" Speaking of hall passes, hello, Stevie.
I sent you a link.
I didn't. Shalisa had to do it because I don't have my phone with me and I was all fucked up. So that's why I had to have Shalisa do it.
By the way,
I'm like begging him. I says, either you or Dish have to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Up here now.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a knuckle now.
Hey,
he's not a palmer. He's not a palm knocker anymore.
he's a knuckle buster.
Yeah, real quick though, I was
He's
the
a
first
knuckle
one in the basement or the back room or whatever it's called. When I popped in, the first thing I hear is, "Motherfucker, goddamn! I can't see shit with these glasses. This so fucking."
I can't. These glasses.
It was great. I sat here for like 3
my-
minutes
my-
listening to him rant at nobody.
My glasses are my cheaters are like 300. These things are like fucking 200. Can't see shit. All right, so again, I gotta try and get a hall pass because I want to go on a ice fishing shanty with my good buddy Dish, and I hope you had an awesome. I hope your holidays were great.
Good
How's your mom?
holidays.
And how's your mom?
She's doing good. Thank you.
Will you do me a huge favor?
Yes.
Tell her I said hello, please.
Yes, I will do that. Thank you.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight from the. Are you in the UP?
Upper, lower. Right below the
Joining
pinky.
us from
Right below
northern,
the pinky.
joining us from almost in the UP. Are you all settled in up there now?
Kind of.
I
Like-
really like the heater in the toilet. That's a big. I meant to tell you, you got to get some foam for that fucking toilet kit. Styrofoam.
Susie's got her a custom cut piece.
Ah, there you go.
I'm too
There you
lazy.
I saw that on Alaskan Bush People, Alaskan something. They fucking. Anyways, good to see you. How's everything going?
I'd be keeping a granny party in the house.
Oh yeah, I couldn't. There's no way.
Well, there's an emergency bucket with cat litter just for them bad days.
Absolutely.
You scratch into it first.
So let me get back to the to the list here. I got Chalisa, I got Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, Stump Greenwood was in here. He was on the chat with us before I went live. He's gonna hopefully return. But Stump, it's always awesome to see you.
What's up, Stump?
He was telling me that because I was telling him, I go, geez, I hope Stump's around because on my drive home from work tonight. I'm like, Jesus, I hope I said, I haven't seen Stump other than being on. I said, I gotta get him on hopefully he can be on the chat. I get here, I send him a link, boom, he shows up. He come across somebody from Massachusetts down in South Carolina that lives like the next town over. That lives in the next town over from where I live. How fucking small of a world is that?
Right?
Dude,
I tell you what, I was out in the middle of little shit town in Texas, in a blood bank of all places, selling my plasma for gas money when I was a kid. Looked over and here's a kid I went to high school with sitting in the chair right beside me.
So that means neither one of you paid attention in school and you had to sell your plasma because you didn't get a good education.
Yep.
Stevie B joins us in the comment section, folks. I haven't seen Stevie B in a bit. Stevie, it's been a pleasure. I hope things have been well. I hope you're well.
Good.
Great to see you. Another one, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. P. NASCARs.
What up, P. NASCARs?
Hey, buddy.
How the hell you been, P. NASCARs? Great to see you. Meet me outside. What's up, my brother? Great to see you. Are you bearing down for the cold? Because we're going to make ice now, man. We're going to make ice. I see negative numbers Tuesday and Wednesday. I can't wait.
It's coming.
Can't wait.
We've
good to
got
see you,
some
Greg.
grease sitting on thin ice right now.
Mr. SKS of the Hugo kind.
What's up, SKS?
How the hell you doing, kid? Hope things are well. Great to see you.
I'm right here.
I'd like to have a Yugo SKS right now. Damn.
Hey, listen, how many pew pews do people need? And as of
Wait,
right
what?
now, that's it for the people out in the comment area. How many pew pews you people need? How about how about saying to yourself, you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna send this gun to Mikey D. Put it in a box, put it in UPS, and just send it to me.
How many pew-pews do we need? It's how many do we want?
Oh,
Right.
Bye, Stevie.
Gretchen
Damn.
Whitmer got him.
Did you
Good to
just
see ya.
did you just kick him off because he wouldn't give you a gun?
No. Oh, I guess I have to let him back up. Hey, what's this button do?
I was fooling around trying to see the outside chat. I hit the wrong button.
See, when I'm out in my car, I do that all the time.
It ain't how many you need, it's how many do you want.
Dude.
Last
do
I
really?
checked, this was America. Although I had to ask Mom's permission to buy one.
As soon as
Uh-oh.
I figure out how to put my crossbow together, I'm gonna give you measurements. You can make me a carrying case out of pine.
Yeah, that's going to weigh more than a bow, bro.
I know.
I made a rhyme. Do it all the time.
But anywho,
You're
I was gonna-
You know it.
I was gonna send it to you so you can shoot them deer in your backyard.
Oh. Well,
Folks.
unfortunately, season just closed on the 12th.
Yeah, well, folks, when I tell you that it's a zoo in Stevie's backyard, I have witnesses that I'm not lying or exaggerating. The man's got 6, 7, 8 fucking deer just sitting there like 2 feet off his back porch doing absolutely fucking nothing but eat.
Yep. Well, I don't have my handrail up to hold my coffee, so I can't hunt yet.
Right? Redneck Prepper, how the fuck have you been, sir?
What's up, Redneck?
Great to see you.
By the way, everybody, I can't see the comments, so
Okie dokie.
Oh, it just said fuck off.
No, I didn't. I said okie dokie.
and by asking Mom's permission, I didn't mean Susie. I meant Gretchen.
Oh.
Right.
Gretchen.
Gretchen.
What do you guys got some new gun laws or something?
A whole bunch.
Or was it just a background check?
No, I had to go get a permission to purchase permit first at the state police. Then I could go to the store and buy a gun. So
The fuck?
If you make fun of
Man,
Massachusetts,
we just got new laws in Ohio signed by our governor that stated there will not be at a registry of firearms ever in the state of Ohio.
Yep.
And there was another one that expanded on our rights.
nice.
So we're what was the other one? Something with
How do you like me now,
yeah,
bitches?
if you use your gun in self-defense and it turns out it is self-defense and not criminal, you cannot be held accountable civilly.
That's a good law.
Awesome.
So the family can't turn around and sue you for killing their thug ass son.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that.
I had to sign a paper saying I wouldn't keep it loaded.
A promissory note.
Don't you ever make fun of
You know,
Massachusetts laws ever again,
That's
Steve. I'm
bullshit,
telling you right
man.
now.
That law that they put in,
State's going down the sewer.
We can have them loaded. Jesus Christ.
I understand. You know, they had that law put in effect after that shooting, but that should be if you have children in the house or something.
Well, just saying.
Shouldn't be a law at all.
Well,
Just saying. I grew up with loaded guns in my house. I didn't go near them. You know why?
you get your
Because
ass
you were
kicked.
taught.
Because I was taught first, threatened later, but I was taught.
Yeah.
Listen, you know how we can go out and have we can go up north, go out, you know, and we can go and we can shoot these guns, and it's me, you, and your grandfather, and you know, it's the only two people you ever in here with these guns is me, you, and your grandfather. That's it. We don't touch these. We don't pump. We can have a lot of fun with them. We'll teach you how to shoot. We'll teach you about the guns. Blah 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 blah.
You
Let me
want
tell
to
you
shoot?
what's going to happen to
Me, I'll
you.
take you out.
And let me tell you what's going to happen to you if I ever catch you ever in here without one of us. And that's all he had to tell us.
Yep.
And they took us shooting. And they did their thing. And I had parties. I got high. I fucking drank like fish. I had 20 people in my house. 20 drunken teenagers. And not one fucking person ever fucking, you just didn't do it.
Touch the guns,
And-
right?
And it starts with education.
Well,
It doesn't start with stay away from guns. They're fucking dangerous and they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Don't touch that. Don't go near that. No, it's education. Would you like to learn how to shoot it? Would you like to learn how to do what I did? Start them off with a pellet. I started my kids off with a pellet gun.
They said the best way to teach a kid about not aiming a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy is to get a old-fashioned can of tomato juice, set it up, and let the kid shoot it and see what happens to it.
Yep.
That way they realize that tool in their hand it isn't a toy.
Right. They
That
also
they can
said that.
visually
Yeah.
see what it's capable of.
And they also say that even if you're taking a kid target shooting, don't use those stupid paper targets that don't do anything. Use something that who's ever shooting at whatever kid you took can see and hear it, so they feel good about themselves that they hit the target and they'll want to do it again.
Right.
Yeah, reactive targets are best for kids because
Yeah.
it gives them something. Even balloons, if you shoot
Keep them
balloons and they pop.
interested. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep them interested.
That's why-
Keep 'em-
That's why steel's so fun to shoot. You know, you get to hear the ting, and
Right.
if you got some
Yep.
spinners, you know, because I got some spinners that my kids used to shoot all the time. You
Yep.
know, and they would have a competition between each other to see who could get it to spin the most. You know.
Right.
and that's what it's and that's cool. You know, but you know, and look, I get it. Some of them look scary. Some of them look. I get all that bullshit, and I get that Hollywood's responsible for most of. I'm willing to bet Hollywood's probably responsible for half the fucking issues.
Oh, that and I don't want to say it, but the kids grow up at age 5 playing shoot 'em up video games where nothing ever happens. It's a toy.
I mean, we
See,
grew up.
I'm gonna disagree with both of you on that.
Why is that?
Just because I grew up watching these movies and playing these video games and listening to the type of music that people are always saying is evil.
Yeah.
And
it's,
I didn't grow up committing crimes and killing people and shooting things up. I honestly, it does play a part, but I'm disagreeing with you of devil's advocate because I think mostly it's because there's no fathers in the home and it's how people are being raised by their parents.
if the kid's going to play that type of video game, they need to be talked to about it. You know, that
Right.
it's not
And
real.
then that's when it goes back to the parents. So
Yes,
those
absolutely.
kids that are influenced by that are the kids that don't have the parents around. That
Right,
video game system was bought for them and let them have it, and they can use it anytime they want without supervision because it kept that kid out of that mom or dad's hair. They didn't have to
Bingo.
do their
But-
job as a parent to watch them.
What I meant was that Hollywood they
You get
They-
bad guys shooting at each other, 10,000 rounds, and nobody gets hurt.
exactly, and they
You know.
think it's a
And they promote the violence that people think is cool.
I
mean-
do have to confess, though, I thought about dropping an anvil on my brother's head from watching
Wile E. Coyote.
the coyote in the
Listen.
Roadrunner.
Listen, I can't tell you how many times I put my kid brother in a swinging net breaker because I saw Ken Patera put a guy in a full Nelson and just fucking go around in circles with him in a full Nelson. I've done it.
Well, I can tell you
put the
from
figure four-
experience.
I've put the figure 4 leg lock on people. I've tried to put people to sleep with the sleeper hold. Listen, I'm an idiot, but I never took a gun, and
There you go.
you know what I mean.
That's called the right education. Let a kid be a kid, but teach them right from wrong.
That's all.
I can tell you from personal experience that strapping a large firework to your back with roller skates does not project you down the street.
Exactly. Holy
That
shit!
is not where I thought you were going when you said strapping.
Look they're all coming out tonight. Stump came out. Stevie B came out, and now
What's
we have,
up?
ladies and gentlemen, Richie the Italian Plumber.
Nice.
How the hell have you been, my friend?
Been a while.
It's been a minute. The last I heard, you were supposed to be moving like 30 minutes north of my house. 35 minutes north of my house.
Oh, they're there.
Near the water. It is great to see you. I hope things are well. This is awesome. See, Dish, I told you I needed to do that thing. Evil Knievel taught me how to jump my bike. Absolutely, SKS.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
And we all got a couple Evil Knievel scars on our body someplace.
I can remember we'd search the trash and grab doors. You know, somebody's doing a job, they threw a door away. Nope, that's ours. Thank you.
Yeah.
Grab the
Oh.
door, grab a bunch of cinders, line them up, and we used to lay my little brothers down to jump over them.
Jump over him, yeah.
Kamikaze. Yeah, I can still remember that sound, that bubble hitting that wood.
But you know what, though? See, I grew up in the country, so that turned from bicycle ramps and stuff into motorcycle and ATV ramps, you know, as we got older. And we went even further with the evil, like, let's dig a pit and fucking pour kerosene in it and light it on fire, then jump over it, you know? That's the kind of shit we did.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're selling to the military. He's stationed in Kittery? That's awesome. Kittery, Maine's beautiful. Richie, you got to go up there. You got to go to the Kittery training post.
Jesus. Man, what is today? January 17th? These assholes still have
Yes,
their Christmas lights up.
I just took my wife just took my tree down yesterday.
Oh, shit. Wait, this is my house. Never mind.
I take my tree down the weekend after New Year's is usually when I take mine down.
My mom used to
Right.
do that too. My mom used to wait some old-fashioned fucking whatever, and she would say like January 7th, 8th, or whatever is one of those. I don't know what the fuck it is, but the festival is over. Whatever the fuck it was.
Huh.
She decided that was the day to.
So we
He's in
have
Qatar. Richie's son got
we
to
have
play
an-
in Qatar.
we have an abundance of large, dangerous icicles hanging all over our house. And
Yeah,
today, and I was trying to hit them with shovels or whatever I could reach, I was hitting them. But today got, like I
He's
said, it got up to
fucking
like 40 degrees. And they were coming down hard. Like, that's what woke me up this morning.
Yes.
Was it fell off the gutter and came down 2 stories and hit the front porch, which is a
Hot.
wooden deck. And it was like, bow. And I was like, damn. And then it shattered everywhere. And I was like, wow. So then I was like, I'm going to go out and look and see about these things. I opened the front door, and before I could even open the like storm door, another one fell right there in front of me. I was like, damn, that was like guardian angel looking out for me. So
Right.
I went out the back door and grabbed a broom, and then came around the front and knocked a bunch of them down. So hopefully there's no dead person laying on my front porch when I get up there.
My
Yeah.
I love
neighbor's
it,
got an aluminum roof, metal roof, whatever, tin roof. And man, when them ice sheets come sliding off, they crash right into the side of my house.
Oh, they need to stop that. That's not right.
I've been bitching for 7 years.
It's a simple little piece of metal they screw onto the roof, and it
That's
catches
one.
the ice.
Mhm.
Stevie, Rich is saying hi to you.
Hey, Rich, what's up?
Oh, so
Hey, real
Have you-
quick, I'm home. I'm going to go inside, see what's going on, and I'll be
Alright.
back on.
all right, kid.
Don't forget to grab your hot dog.
So guess what app I found? Temu. And I'm looking through
Oh
it.
no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's dangerous.
Oh yeah, real bad, because now it's like, oh, you just spent this, so we're just gonna give you $300 to cube. I'm like, oh, that's not a good thing. You don't give me nothing. Oh, you needed $10 minimum. I go, $10. The fucking thing just cost me. I'm like, oh, look at this. It's only like fucking. I just spent $11.40 something on one kind of bait only. Dish. Do you remember when I went? Brook trout fishing with Ed,
Yeah.
and we were using the mealworms? I just spent money on mealworm, the rubbers, the not the
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. I think there's 100, 150. I think there might be like 300 and something fucking for $11, whatever the fuck it was, $11,
Right.
whatever the fuck it. Yep, they'll be here soon. Thank you.
Fake mealworms for life.
Yep. So now I'm going to be doing a shit ton of pan fishing.
Hey, and movie props too. You know, you can make your own movie. You got some props.
No,
Ah!
I'm just going to do my. No, fuck no.
Big zombie scar with worms hanging out of it.
Yeah.
It's all fishing stuff. I'm going fishing. I'm going. A buddy of mine. I yelled at a buddy of mine today at work. He says, "So Mike," he says, "so I get on the river." I go, "Yeah." He says, "You know that cove?" He says, "We're in the canoe." I said, "Yep." He says, "That froze over." Because I was standing out there. He says, "So I drilled a hole." And I walked away from him. He goes, "Where you going?" I goes, "I don't need to talk to you no more." He says, "Why?" I says, "You're an idiot." He says, "Mike, what the fuck? What do you mean I'm an idiot?" I was, first of all, rivers don't freeze. Sorry, just letting you know. I go, especially that river. Yeah, you have 4 inches of ice in a cove. I says, you do realize that there's a current in the cove. Well, yeah. Okay, so let me ask you a question. He says, what? When you go through the ice, he says, yeah. And it says, and the current goes whichever way it's, you know. And I go, where you going? Well, I said, you can nothing. I said, you the possibility of you not coming back up to that same hole is a good one, right? He said, yeah, but it's not, you know, the cove, Mike. It's not a very big cove. I know the cove you're talking about. We were there. He says, yeah, but you know, the current will take me underneath the other ice and it's open water.
While you're panicking, freezing cold, trying to breathe.
I says, dude, do you understand how cold that water is? I says, your muscles don't work in good cold water, does it? And I'm just like, I says, listen to me. Don't tell me that you're on the river in the winter. Just don't do it. If you want to take the boat out, you want to take the canoe out, go right ahead. Put your life jacket on, knock yourself out.
Yeah, at least you got a fighting chance.
Yeah, you tell me you're going out in a cove on ice on a river that's only got maybe 4 inches on it, 3 inches on it. You know what I mean? You're an idiot. You know? I said, because guess what? As not only are you an idiot, but then you're going to get me in trouble with your wife. Every time, because we'll go out, right? And I won't wear my life jacket, right? And I'm supposed to. Every boat launch that's on the river, it says you're supposed to wear your life jacket on the river. And I hardly ever wear it. I don't know. It's just the way I am. So, what does Goofball do? Goofball tells his wife, "Yeah, I don't wear my life jacket, honey. No, Mike doesn't wear it. We don't wear our life jacket." I'm like,
he told his wife on himself.
I says, "You Stunada, what is your problem?"
He eats beans instead. Keep him afloat.
Yeah, this is way too much information, bro. You don't need to tell her nothing.
Right.
You don't have to know everything.
Jesus
He must still
Christ.
be getting laid. He's thinking with the wrong brain.
No, I was really pissed off at him that he fucking went out in that fucking river.
That's scary shit. Didn't you see the Houdini movie when you were a kid? Damn.
No. They lose people in the springtime like there's nobody's business. It's just they lost another one, but was just watching a YouTube video, one on Mount Washington. They just lost another one.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, they got warnings for a reason.
It's just people. I don't know. I don't get it. You know. So I'm watching this video, right? Guy wants a summit, and he's like, I was here. I forget how many years he said. Let's just for argument's sake, he said he was here 5 years ago. And he's like, geez, we had the same kind of weather too. And anyways, long story short, He says, I made the same decision today, that I made 5 years ago. This guy's an experienced hiker, knows his shit, knows what I mean, like, they don't even call themselves hikers, they call themselves mountaineers. I mean, the guy's climbing all these, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I'm like, I wish more people would have that attitude when it comes to, I don't give a fuck if it's climbing a mountain in the winter, ice fishing. I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's not right, just don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if you got a family and stuff waiting on you.
Yeah. Like when I went ice fishing last year, and I could because I was going crazy and I wanted to go and all that, and I wasn't willing to drive fucking 3 hours to go do it. And I went in that little pond that caught all the fucking seaweed and shit. I mean, all the fucking grass and shit. Yeah, I might have been on 3 inches of ice, whatever, but first of all, the pond is only 3 feet deep, 4 feet deep.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's 4 feet of mud. And that pond, this car's going by all the time. It's a main drag. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way in hell that I'm going, you know what I mean? Unless it's something like that, I'm not going on 2-3 inches of ice, 10 foot of water. Even if it's a lake, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I just
Some things are not a good idea.
exactly.
Maybe when I was a kid, I used to mess around, but
Yeah, because we didn't
not
think,
after I grew up.
we didn't think then, you know.
We
You know,
don't
now it's like,
really
you know,
make bad decisions together.
yeah, we're going, you know, going through the ice ain't enough fun. I'm sure all those people that died on you know, hiking the Mount Washington Range, because I don't know if it was just Mount Washington alone or if it was Cranemore or whatever, you know, surrounding area, but the presidential range in New Hampshire. There's a giant sign that says it. Even in the summertime, they experience the worst weather in the world on this mountain.
Yeah.
If you're not equipped, blah, 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 blah. I can remember going up, all right, so there's the bike rally, right? Father's Day, well, it used to be Father's Day weekend, now it's all week. It's Laconia, New Hampshire, okay? We go up to, you know, we travel through and everything. And so one of the guys says, let's go we'll go for a ride. We'll climb Mount Washington on the bikes. All right. So we're going up. We're all dressed. Yeah, it's 80 degrees, 78 to 75 degrees at the base of the mountain. But, you know, we all had bags with sweatshirts and hat. You know what I mean?
Well, nowadays there's no excuse for getting surprised. If you're going to go on a hike on a rough trail or something, or up a mountain, Google it first.
Right.
They'll tell you everything you need to know. You're
Tell
like,
you the temperature
okay.
on top of the mountain and everything.
Yeah.
The wind, the whole nine. Well, we went up.
I believe Google got us out of there.
We went up, and on our way down, with this guy and a girl, she's like in Daisy Dukes in a fucking bikini top.
Lord have mercy.
So I flag him down. I'm like, dude, give her a sweatshirt. She's gonna freeze. He's all, can't be that bad.
Yeah, it can.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Well, oh, if Craig's still in there, he'll tell you how cold the fucking he hikes up there. Craig will tell you how fucking cold the fucking presidential range will get in New Hampshire.
It gets that cold here.
And it's
I've
the
been up here trying to deer hunt in late November, and it was the cold.
well,
I think it was like 15 or 20 below. Me and my cousin actually tried to go deer hunting. It's like We lasted about 15 minutes. Like, screw that, get back in the truck.
I guess it's the way the mountains are there and the wind, the way it comes through.
Sure.
And I was watching this whole video on it, and I was like, Mount Washington, really? It's only a little over a mile in the air. It's not like it's a 14, 15, 18, 20,000, 30,000 foot fucking mountain.
Right.
It's 6,280 feet.
Location, location, location.
And that's what they said. It is the location. But it's sad, though. It's sad. You know, even in the summer, you know, you hear the stories of people and they're hiking in fucking Crocs. Seriously? Do you think you're walking, you know, on a, what do you call those paths now? They put through all the different, there's miles of them now, right? Anyways, there's a name
the groom trails.
it's a name from around here. They're all, it's paved, it's all hot topped and everything. It's fucking, anyways, what do these people think? They're walking on that?
Ridiculous.
Crocs, taking a hike.
Step on a pebble and crack your ankle.
Fucking stupid.
I gotta admit, one time I wore Crocs into the woods. Got in
And
my
the woods is
car,
fine.
headed home, stopped at the gas station. I'm walking across the floor. Sounds like I got a pebble under my shoe. I reached down there and I pulled out a shard of glass that freaking long. How it did not hit my foot is beyond me, but that was one long shard of glass.
Wow.
Never,
It's
ever,
so
ever
comfortable.
again.
I get it, bro.
It's
but
so-
I didn't know they were that soft where it'd stick in them.
People don't use their brain, man. I mean, you can walk in the woods with the Crocs, but you're not going to hike a mountain in the Crocs, right? I mean,
I'd be more worried about ticks and mosquitoes getting my toes through them holes.
Oh, man.
there's a couple of mountains. There's a couple of
Red
mountains.
ants getting in there.
There's a couple of mountains around in and around Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. They're small ones, right? I do my plumbing in my Crocs all summer. You do your plumbing in your Crocs with your crack.
Crocs and cracks.
Yeah, I just got a big image of a sewer pipe breaking, and here you are in Crocs. Yeah, you just don't have crap on your boots. You got crap on your feet.
Or like when you're taking
Wow.
hey, you're down in the subway and you're taking the subway and it's, you know, there's a puddle. Guys, it don't rain underneath the ground. Just saying, you guys are standing in a, you know, 8 gallons of piss, throw up, whatever else.
Yeah. Wow.
We come out of a Bruins game one night and we're standing there waiting for the train. Not the train, the subway, whatever you want to call it. And my kid brother yells out to the bunch of guys, "Hey, you guys, a little wet over there?" He's like, "Yeah, well, yeah. How come it ain't wet over there?" My brother says, "Because I don't stand in wetness under the ground because it don't rain on the ground. So you either stand in piss, puke, shit, something, but it ain't good no matter what you're standing in." Oh, you should see all the people just started fucking scattering. No crack from this guy. Trust me, he said. Device not connected, Ohio. Try again. If you can hear me, Ohio, try it again. It says device not connected. It's not going to let you up. Yep, and there he goes. He fell off. But yeah, no, I just even the guys, some of the guys, we went hunting, right? In December. And that was a blast. I had a lot of fun again.
Are you trying any other games, Charlie?
He's played two.
But one of the guys almost had his ass kicked, not by me.
What you're up to?
Because I told him, you know, we told him because one guy isn't on hunt stand, so he's like, "Hey, Mikey," I go, "What?" I go, he says, "I'm not on hunt stand." I says, "Okay." He says, "But I want to go over here." Blah blah blah. He says, "I'm not gonna walk. I'm just gonna sit right in that spot where you guys." I said, "Yeah, I know where you are." He said, "But that's where I'm gonna be." Da 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 da. I said, "Okay, bud, no problem." I says, "I'll look for you coming out." Well, one of the guys was breaking his balls. Why are you telling me where you're going? Da da da. He says, "Well, you know, I'm not on hunt stand, and I'm not, you know, my phone isn't the best." He says, "So I just, you know, want to let somebody know where I'm hunting." So one of these idiots starts breaking his balls, and my buddy who owns the cabin, he had heard enough. And my buddy that owns the cabin was like 6'4", 6'5", weighs almost 400 pounds.
Don't look, Shalice and Steve. I just seen a ghost go behind you.
A balloon.
So that didn't go over well.
Well, good.
You know, I said to him, "You got a lot of bullshit on somebody that wants to stay safe in the woods." I says, "It's only the second year up here." I said,
Right.
He's not familiar with the woods. I said, "So what is the fucking issue?" You know, I said, you know John next door? He says, "Yeah." I said, "John next door does not go ever does he go in the woods hunting, scouting, anything like that. He never, ever goes in without a second form of navigation. Yeah, he'll have his phone, but then he always has a fucking regular compass with him."
Right.
I says, "He never, ever does it." He goes, yeah. I says, "Go ask him." I says, "Go ask him." And he won't do it. He told us he grew up in Bath, Maine, on the ocean side where they used to build all the destroyers and shit. It was a Navy yard. Anyways, he was telling us they went turkey hunting. Him and his brother went turkey hunting. They were about 15, 16 years old. And they got into walking, and neither one of them had any navigation on them at all. And they found them like the next day. And he said that was the last time he ever went in the woods without navigation.
You get lost once and get that panic mode, you'll never do it again.
Oh, that where you feel dizzy and you can't breathe and you're like everything starts spinning. Yeah, been there.
Oh, that was Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday for me this week. I was sick as a dog.
Especially, I know I've hunted back home. I've hunted everywhere around that house. I know the place like the back of my hand. But when you're looking down, tracking a deer,
yep,
you know, a couple 100 yards, all of a sudden you look up and it's like, holy shit, I've never been here before.
Right. Yeah. What did I just do?
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
And most of us are either too proud or too lazy to follow our own footprints back.
It's the pride thing.
So
I'll guarantee it's 80% pride.
Yeah.
I will guarantee you it's 80% pride.
Well, plus it's boring following your own tracks back.
It is.
Start making landmarks like Native Americans did. Make arches out of the trees.
Right.
No. You don't even need to do that. You don't need to even scar a tree.
Piss out?
No, you just bring the ribbon. Just bring a ribbon with you.
Yeah, technically on state land that's illegal.
What, ribbon?
No, cutting a branch, scarring a tree.
Yeah, you don't want to scar a tree. But just ribbon it. Just use ribbon.
Every time I'm walking through the woods, I see somebody made an arrow with some rocks. I always knock it over.
I always turn it around the other way.
Actually, no, my son does. Like anytime someone stacks rocks up, like next to a creek and stuff, he knocks them over because it's actually bad for the environment.
Stacking rocks is bad for the environment.
Apparently, he was explaining it to me.
I do a lot of morel hunting, and I've seen spots where I've returned And obviously someone else found that spot because he took a whole bunch of sticks and made a big old dash or chimney or teepee. I mean, you can tell that somebody has marked that spot so they can find the mushrooms again. Whoever's with me or I by myself, we take it down.
Ohio, you've got roots that are really expensive. The ginseng or whatever it is. Maybe they're, marking for ginseng.
I don't know. I mean, my dad growing up, that was like part of like the income was we used to do raccoon hides and then ginseng, and then we would take the ginseng down to West Virginia, and after it's all dried out, it used to be about $1,300 a pound. I don't know what it is now.
It was big bucks. It still is big bucks.
Yeah. But that was, we would drive to West Virginia with a couple, full-size kitchen bags full of ginseng when the season was done.
Cool.
Just thinking maybe that was a landmark for, it could be mushroom.
Yeah, I don't know. My son, he's big, like, he's in environmental biology and stuff, and he did a video on it and explaining what it does to the ecosystem or something when you stack those rocks like in the creek bed and stuff.
What
Leave
if
it
you
like
do it
you
on a
found
creek?
it.
What if you did it on the mountain where there's no creek?
I have no idea, man.
Okay.
It didn't grab my attention that much, even though he's my own son.
Hikers do it for a purpose. You know what I mean? Up in the mountain, they do it for a reason. I don't know about a creek bed, but up in the mountains, they do it so they can, have their parents know where they are. No, I don't know what it does for the,
Our DNR up here, when they stock trout in a creek, they build little, they'll like throw logs in the creek and stuff so it gives the fish a place to rest, breaks the current in part of the creek. Or they'll build little stone, like dikes, I guess, that stick out into the creek to break the current.
By us, they, all the like dams, little with the falls on it. They've tore all those out of the rivers.
Really?
Because they discovered it caused more harm and stuff than it does any good. Plus, it prevents certain species of fish to move freely through the ecosystem.
Yeah, they're doing that a lot.
What, dams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when they dam up a whole river and have like a fall, like little tiny falls.
Yeah, we have a couple of those. On the Merrimack, we do.
They've been tearing down abandoned electrical hydro dams.
Charlie.
All right, here's my new addiction.
They have
These damn ranch flavored tuna salad. It comes with crackers and a little plastic spoon.
Oh Lord!
It's my addiction, man.
See what I tell you, Dish, about not having mayonnaise in my tuna, so I used ranch that one day. It was really good.
Don't let Ohio start a food chat. Let's go back to what Mike was trying to say.
That's just I'm getting ready to eat it. I'm getting ready to eat it, so I turned my camera off, and then I just wanted to,
If we hear,
it's good survival food. I want to do a live review.
Do it.
there you go. Just have your 308 pistol with you, so you get a lot of views.
Did you guys hear about the actress that got stabbed to death last night?
No.
Her name was Reese something.
I didn't hear a word. Damn it.
Actress that got stabbed to death last night. Her name was Reese something.
Or was it Reese Witherspoon?
No, with a knife.
Oh, yeah.
Looked so far back in my files of memory, I was like, I almost bid on it for real, and then I was like, wait a minute, I know this one. Nobody else was biting, so I went ahead with it, man. But that's okay. We, me and the boys, we pulled into the funeral home the other day, and there's no cars there yet. And my son goes, "Wow, is anybody here yet?" And I just looked at him. I said, "Well, Grandpa."
Oh my God.
And the only reason I did it is because, you know what? That was Grandpa's sense of humor. He would have laughed his ass off at that. So
Right.
No goose on the pedal.
Yeah. Well,
he was so full of fucking one-liners and shit. He would say something, he would just come out with something, and he would do it in public too, and just embarrass the daylights out of you.
We have
Keep you on your toes.
a lady at work's aunt passes, and so they had a celebration of life type thing, and so they couldn't be with her because they're way, you know what I mean? They live way too far away. Okay, so they made a life-size poster of her out of cardboard.
Oh Lord!
And wherever they were meeting for the wherever they were meeting for the celebration of life, and the sister brings this life-size thing of the dead aunt. Well, apparently one of the wise ass nephews said, "Auntie, we got to dance one more time." It's dancing around with the. She says everybody's fucking dying laughing, but that's just, you know.
Yeah, that's what I want, man. I don't want no damn funeral. You know, we could just have my father-in-law's funeral, like I said. And
I told the wife, first person who wears the fucking tie is dead. I'll reach up. If you bury me, I'm gonna reach up out of the thing, and if you burn me, you know, I'll just rain on your parade every day.
I wore a tie and a nice outfit and everything, but they're big Catholics, so we had a mass and everything. So
yeah, I am too. I'm not.
It was an all-day event, man. It was an all-day. It started at 9, and we didn't get home till like 7:00 because we went to dinner afterwards. Nothing like showing up like 35, 40 people deep for dinner at a restaurant.
Wow.
Jezzo, what's up, my brother? How you been? Yeah, no, I hear you. When my son died, we were there. We got to the church at. I think it was we went to the funeral parlor first. No, we didn't, because the funeral parlor was in Mass. It was in Wilmington. So we went the day of the funeral. We went right to the church at 9:00, and we had the after whatever they call it, mercy meal thing at the Knights of Columbus, because we were burying him in Wilmington with my grandparents, and the Knights of Columbus is right across the street. So we had that at the Knights of Columbus. But I'm with you, because by the time I got home back to Drake, it was about 6:00, 5:30 at night.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was good. I was handling it pretty good, you know. And everything was going good. People were, you know, it was just one of those things where we all knew that time was coming for him. And it was just a matter of time. And when it passed away, it wasn't really a surprise or anything. It was like almost relief, like when he's in a better place now than he was, because he was a terrible, way of life at that time. And I was good. And we pulled up because they had, to the cemetery, and there was all the Navy officers with it, because he had a full.
Oh boy!
Full.
They started playing taps, man. I was like, yeah, what is it about that song? But those soldiers or Navy men or sailors or whatever you got, they're all there in uniform, looking their freaking best and saluting him, and it just started pulling at those heartstrings, man.
Yeah, buddy. It's either that or they started playing Amazing Grace on the bagpipes.
Have you ever got close enough to the color guard when you're at a funeral like that, and then they bring the flag over to the family
Well, yeah, it was.
on behalf of the United States. Well, if he was in the Navy, on
Yeah.
behalf of the United States Navy, blah 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 blah, and that gets me just as much as the taps does.
Well, my
Right.
mother-in-law, it was so cold that day, and she didn't.
You know,
I don't know. Different opinions on this, but she didn't get out of the car. She stayed in the car,
okay,
and we all went over to the mausoleum or whatever.
Oh,
And when they said, "Well, if she's not getting out, who do we present the flag to?" Well, it seemed like about 5 of us right off the bat said, "Well, Jack, the oldest son, he was in the Navy also.
Oh, there you go.
Present the flag to anybody, it's going to be his oldest son, who is a junior and who was also just retired from the Navy. So they presented to him, and he, it was like, they said the whole line and everything, and then he was like, they saluted him, and he saluted back, said, "Thank you, Captain," and
it takes us. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's a special fucking type of person that can be in the color guard doing that shit. In my opinion.
yeah. I'll tell you some of the worst things that I've ever had to do was notify somebody, like a death notification when you go to the front.
Yeah.
Knock on the door at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Ask for, such and such, John Doe, whatever. Yeah. Are you such and such? Yes, I am. Sir, I regret to inform you that, your son was in a major accident tonight. And they just collapse or whatever. You see their life just fucking change before you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's rough. Then you got to hold yourself together.
Right, yeah.
I'll never forget the morning when my son died. The nurse come in and she checks his vital, and she turns to me and my wife and she goes, "Yep, he's passed." And I went, "No shit, really?" It just came out. It wasn't like it was done on purpose. It just
Right.
came out. It's just, you know what I mean? Stupidest shit you say. Yeah, Jezzo, I'm sorry. I heard. I saw that Brenda posted that on Facebook. Jezzo's wife lost her mom.
Oh,
Condolences, because
Yeah.
what that's like.
Yep. Virus and threat protection. Yeah. Whatever. Go away. Jezzo, you got an ice kit? Ohio City's gonna come out and visit. We're gonna go ice fishing. I'm trying to get Dish to come out.
Snoring. What is that?
She be my hall pass. But she won't come out here. You know why she won't come out here, Jezzo? Because she knows she'll never go back to Michigan.
That's right.
yeah,
She's
right.
screaming
They always come back.
I mean, we might camp out in Stevie and Susie's backyard.
Yeah.
Oh I just want to pitch my tent in that fucking yacht one night. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's minus
Somebody
50,
got them a goat.
minus 50, minus 60. No matter what's going on. It looks so beautiful and peaceful up there. And flat.
We're uptown now. We got a extra queen size bed.
I can picture right beside the outhouse. That way I don't have to walk too far.
We had to buy a new mattress the other day. The one Susie had is a pillow top. Man, it sure feels good laying in it, but it kills my back.
Uh-oh.
So we had to go get a firm.
Yeah,
But-
me neither.
It was on sale with a new frame, so we went ahead and bought the frame too. It was cheaper.
Richie, I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to go to New Hampshire.
You get a discount because you wore that cool hat into town?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. Hey, my uncle gave me a hat. It's pretty kick-ass. Hold on.
Is that ear flaps on like Elmer Fudd? Does he not look like a skinny Elmer Fudd? I mean, MCK, how the hell have you been? Ditch are all coming out tonight. This is awesome. I love this. This is
Here,
the
you want to go old
Richie's
school?
here, MCK's here, Stevie B was here. This is the fucking bomb.
That's cool, Stevie.
The thing
SKSU was
is-
here.
I still got my dad's hunting coat to match this.
Oh, cool.
So, and it's warm. It's got ear flaps too, but I ain't putting them down yet.
Told you they had ear flaps. Is that a Mexican hat? What is that?
No,
God. Is that a Mexican?
No,
hat?
Red and black.
Hat, buddy.
From where I'm
The old
sitting, hey,
plaid one.
from where I'm sitting, it looks like a fucking disco fucking.
That's his Elmer Fudd hat.
Dish. What did I tell
I
you?
think it's awesome. Fur lined. Woohoo! Oh, you
about
can see
the
it better this way.
Hat you had on.
It is Jezzo. It is God's.
No, that
gift.
fur one's only probably get broke out this weekend when that cold weather hits.
Look out, Rita. We need
Shut
a
up.
fur hat.
You know as I do. They call it the county.
I think those hats with all that fur on it make people look ridiculous.
Why? I like that.
Mr. Russian hat.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to get mine now.
Yeah.
It's just, I
Snow,
love it.
60 below.
I
makes
love
that
that you guys are all
happy.
here tonight. I absolutely fucking love it. I just, it's awesome. I've had a bad, it hasn't been easy at all. And, but oh well, boo hoo. I just, you know,
Well, let me tell you, Mikey,
I just
The
get my
2 days before
family fixed.
Christmas, I got so sick, found out I got COVID for the first freaking time.
How'd you make out with it?
Dude, the first day that I woke up with it, I had the worst headache ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then my chest, I couldn't breathe. And then after that, I was just really congested. And every single joint in my body, from fingers to elbows to toe knuckles, whatever they're called, oh my God, was sore as hell. And I just was exhausted and I could not sleep. I mean, I could not get enough rest.
Now let me ask you a question, if you don't mind. The fatigue that you felt, in all seriousness, just, you know, obviously you don't have to, you know, because a lot of people don't know. But how long do you think it took for you to lose the fatigue from being sick until you yourself again?
About 2.5, 3 weeks. I mean, I
well,
just
you got lucky
went back to
because
work.
I was more like 3 months.
I just want to know,
I'm happy
Ohio,
that it was only a few weeks for it.
where's your St. Bernard with the little keg barrel around its neck?
Right.
So
Mikey, my buddy at work gave me some Scrapple. Scrapple?
Ugh.
Scrapple? Yeah, Scrapple's
One of
like,
his friends,
fat, isn't it? That you fry up. Like take
one of
back.
his friends from East Coast sent it. Really?
It's based on cornmeal.
I got it.
Yeah, Richie, I haven't done one. Like I said, Richie, I don't know if you will hear from me on set, Rich, but I haven't done a chat since I think before Thanksgiving. So it's been nuts, Richie, for me. It's been working in the way, and then I get home and it's late, and I sit in that chair and I'm out, you know. And Stevie was supposed to have ones on Saturday night. He decides not to. And, you know.
Scrapple is a meat
Got busy.
Meat,
Then he upped and moved.
scraps, cornmeal, and spices.
In the beginning, if you want.
Ugh.
Fry. I hear that.
My whole family eats scrapple. I can't
on.
stand it.
Hang on. He said it's fry. Mike,
Yeah.
my buddy at work gave me some.
That's the second.
You make it like a loaf. You do it in a loaf pan, and then you pull it out, slice it, and fry it.
Swamp donkey.
Commenting.
What up, Fef?
Good to see you, kid.
You open it up.
You guys hear about they're talking about making Canada the 51st state?
Oh, now wait a minute, because I think the last time we spoke, I was breaking my balls saying Massachusetts was going to Canada. Now, which
Yeah.
is it? You guys are killing me here.
Well,
is
they're
it?
going both ways with it now.
Because
Uh.
Canada's prime minister resigned or whatever he did.
Quit
You know,
because he's a
Quit.
piece of crap.
that's because
They're
that's because,
out of trouble, so we might just take them in.
that's because Trump said go to hell.
Hey, but you know what though, Mikey? If we do make Canada the 51st state,
I'm moving.
it means you could travel freely up there.
I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm gonna move to the Yukon with fucking what's his name?
You can't move 10 minutes up the dang highway. What are you talking about moving to a left?
What's his name? Dish. Allen.
Oh yeah, Sass Green.
Sass Green, 13th man.
And red
Are we
bean.
also buying Greenland? Yeah. But you know, can you hunt on Greenland? Is there anything to hunt on? What did I just happen here? Did I just lose my internet?
No, you're there, but you're not moving.
Guys, am I still here?
Yep, you're here.
And all that talk about
Okay.
making Canada the next state. Yeah, I think that's just a whole bunch of talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Just some TV time, you know.
He's,
Right.
He's
It's
just like the rest of them.
he loves trolling those people. They get so mad. Right now, the best thing right now is watching all these like CNBC and MSNBC and CNN and all that. They're losing their freaking mind that all these big tech giant company CEOs have been to Mar-a-Lago and are attending the inauguration, and they're like, "Oh, they're turning our country into oligarchy, and they're going to be ruling it." And Trump's not even the president; Elon Musk is the true president, and all this other. And they're just,
Oh, my God. They're funny.
this shit was
Well,
okay.
I tried to-
Biden and Obama, it was okay to have these big tech
Sorry.
companies.
I've discovered that the more ridiculous the idea, the more people fall for it.
Apparently, I don't have my booster.
Just
My
fill
booster
in
Wi-Fi.
the blank of whatever,
Okay, Mike. Yeah, see you good.
Well, I just lost everybody.
Now we're here.
No. Before that,
pretend
Oh.
like
The deer, huge does are out in my backyard right now, munching.
Oh,
I
cool.
wonder if you guys can see through my window. Let me know if you can see them.
oh, yeah, just tease me, asshole. That's fine. Why don't you just eat peanut butter? Hey, why don't you just eat a plate of peanut butter and cookies in front of me too?
I can't tell if that is or not.
Hold on.
I think I see one. I'm not sure though. Oh yeah.
Whoop.
see dog man out there.
What's this? You breaking into a house live? Woohoo! Flashlight going.
You scare them off with the flashlight, they just turn their asses towards the window and wait for you to go away. And then they come
Oh.
right back.
You know what I wanted to tell you? I know on my phone. When I go up to have a cigarette, I'll have to show you the photos. So as a few of you know, I did go hunting. I did stay in a tent. I did stay in my hut tent.
Where's the video to prove that?
I want to hear about the mistakes.
So I made a couple.
Did you burn your hot tent down?
No, it was okay when the big tent was helping Biden when we ran for president. But when we turned to Trump,
Yep.
So
They came right back.
here's the first mistake. I
Showed
bought a I don't like how the stove sets up near the door. I have 2 doors on my teepee tent, and I don't like how the how it sits with the door. Now, could I have taken the stove and put it, and just twisted it sideways? I could have did that if I wanted to. The other thing that kind of sucks is the pole gets in the way, right? In the teepee. So I was having an issue with that. But anyways, I get in the tent, set up the tent, took a bit to set it up. Okay. And I had help. But to get it right and everything, I didn't have a CO, what do you call it, detector. I didn't have any fire blanket with me, for the wall of the tent. I didn't have any of that.
Gotcha.
But here's the funny part.
Amazon, here we come.
Nope. Here's the funny part. You ready? I go to damp the thing down because when I had it outside here, I saw how I had to do it. What I couldn't see out here, because it was daylight, was how hot the pipe was getting.
Gotcha.
Now, nothing happened. I didn't burn the tent. It didn't melt anything. It didn't do anything. Here's what it did. Here's what happened. I damper it down. I'm going to bed. So I damp it down. I take the damper on the stove itself, on the door, and I like the little splats, just enough for it to keep, right? I take the damper on the pipe. I closed it, and then I came back like a quarter click. Okay. I lay down. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I'm on top of my fucking sleeping bag. I got my 0-degree mummy bag, and then I got my Coleman, what do you call it, bag. I think it's a 40-degree or 40 whatever degree bag I got. Okay. I'm on top as well. I might as well get underneath because if I fall asleep, I'm gonna wake up like a pretzel. I'm gonna wake up like a fucking popsicle. I roll over. I fall asleep. I wake up. It has to be 15 minutes later. The fucking pipe was so cherry red, I thought the fucking thing was gonna explode.
Oh, yikes.
So
Okay.
fuck me.
They say that's okay.
So I'm like, fuck me. So I immediately opened the fucking door to I just swung the door right open. Fuck, that thing was hot. Burnt myself. Got the door open. I opened the fucking the damper on the pipe. Immediately went right away. It had to have, I swear to God, I'm not even joking. It had to have been 130 fucking degrees in that.
Here's Mike rolling in the snowbank trying to cool off.
Naked.
So the next I get up. So that the very first night, I learned a little lesson, and so I fixed that because I woke up, I was frozen, and I didn't prepare anything. So now it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, and I'm looking for. I had my lantern in the tent and everything, but I didn't have any fucking killing ready. I didn't have anything ready. I didn't have nothing. I says, okay, I'll learn. You would have thought that out of the 8 million fucking videos I've ever saw, that I would have learned. You know what I mean? Nope.
Right.
Because it is different once you're doing it, right? So the second night, my buddy says, "What's that pile for?" I says, "That's for the middle of the night when, if it runs out, and I don't get up to coals, I got to restart it." I says, "Everything's right here. I don't have to go do chop. I don't do anything. It's all right here. I put boom, and it's in." He goes, "Oh, that's a good idea." I says, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea." So I was surprised I didn't do that last night. is so yeah. What else did I fuck up with?
And by the way, Mike, that's not fuck ups. That's just normal learning the curve.
Well,
I got to wake up at 3 a.m. here to restock the stove.
oh, I should have used. I didn't bring any tie back with me for the floor, so I just did the ground. And a legit 130 degrees to an already. The frost is probably an inch of snow on the ground. So you know what that inside of that tent looks like?
Muckle.
Mud. I
Goddamn,
was on grass. Thank God I was on grass, but it was still muddy.
Now, see, if you would have invited Dish with you, you could have had mud wrestling in the middle of the night.
So I know how to. So what I do now is that because I did get a decent sized stove, I can put 2 decent sized half rounds in there. I don't have to load it with little ones and then let it right. So I put 2 giant fucking. I mean, they just fit. You know what I'm saying? And boy, I'll tell you, what a fucking. I got. I think almost just about 4 hours out of that, and it's not even cast iron. I want to. It was 4 hours. Just about 4 hours.
I think he's trying to show us the deer. Ohio, can you fix that echo?
Oh, I have an echo.
Yeah, for the last.
Sick man 99. Are you fucking kidding me right now,
That's like me.
bro? How you been? Dishes are all out tonight. This is awesome. I love this. This is making
You
me
guys got to
so
guide
happy.
me. Which way do I need to point?
I don't know.
You got a light on, so all we see is reflection in the glass.
Hey, Shalise, how's that? When
It's
somebody else
back.
talks, somebody else say something.
Talk. Yeah, that's
Testing,
good.
testing, 1, 2, 3.
Check.
Oh, Brenda got a clock 19.
Thank you.
Oh, I see him, Stevie. Hi, Stevie
Still has the
Beaner.
teal on
Oh,
his nails.
little baby.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with S&W
They're
shoes.
like,
I'm
screw
sorry.
that, I'm out of here.
That was a little booger.
I love my brother. My brother's an S&W shield in 40. I fucking love it.
I've been carrying a full size Glock 17 for the past 6 months, probably.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm able to do it. You know what I mean? So.
Gave into the Glock.
Yeah.
Man, I seen a Canic in the window in the store today. Oh Lord, was it beautiful!
Huh?
600 and something.
I got one of those right here.
600 and something bucks. And they had another Canic there that was non-flashy, just a normal Canic, and
Yeah.
it was in full camouflage.
Like, was it digital?
No, old school camouflage. It was badass.
Stevie, did you hear
Woodland?
me? Stevie, did you hear me when I said Sick Man 99 is here?
Do what?
Sick Man 99.
Oh, what's up, sick man?
I always think of the Alice in Chains song when he comes in.
It's great to see him. This is awesome.
Sick man, sick man.
Dish,
Yes.
you're in charge.
All right.
They're all right back there again. You can't run them off. Yeah. The only thing that scares them is when the wind blows the tarp that's covering my firewood. They do not like that one iota.
Oh, okay.
So you get them used to it, and then one night you go out there and you lay on the wood pile with the tarp over you with your crossbow. And then,
Fork.
That's like my neighbor, like a month before Halloween, he put his Halloween decorations up, and he had like a mannequin with like a blue cart, like, well, Dickies or whatever, work one piece jumpsuit thing with the
Right.
Michael Myers mask on it, holding like with some gloves, holding a like fake knife, right? And then, every kid in the neighborhood knew it was there, but on freaking trick or treat night, he actually went and got in the suit and stood there in the same position. And they'd
Nice.
walk up to his front door, and he'd come after him, and scare the hell out of him.
Nice.
One lady was like, "Have you been here the whole month? Because I've seen that standing there." He was like, "No."
There's one in every crowd. He should have just. Yeah, it was me every night. I had to stand out here. The
Every
wife
night I
made me.
stood here, all day, all night, 24/7 for 30 days. I've been standing in the yard.
That's dedication.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 3 generations out there. I got 2 youngsters. I got last year's fawn, which is full grown, and then Granny, which is this beast of a doe. That's the one you don't want to shoot. She'd be tougher than leather.
Yeah, she didn't taste good.
Be sure to tan those hides, Steve. Get some buckskin.
Right. That'd be Susie's summer outfit. Little buckskin outfit. Running around.
Buckskin bikini.
I want to see buckskin Daisy Dukes.
Oh, there you go.
How about a buckskin Speedo for Steve-O?
A man hammock. Yeah, that one doe is like twice the size of them small ones. She doesn't even have to reach for the bird feeder. She just leans over. Get out of the way, you brats. They're just emptying that thing.
And I thought my squirrels were bad.
Yeah, no kidding.
I did finally baffle the squirrels from that fatwood bird feeder you turned me.
Oh, yeah? How'd you do that?
Put a plastic bag and it hangs over.
So it freaks them out?
Yeah.
Cool.
It looks like hell, though. It's only going to be that way for a few more weeks.
Right on. It's not like your squirrels are starving either, because you feed squirrels also.
And skunks. Neighbors hate it when I feed the skunks. They don't like the skunks around. But it's so funny. You can hear them chewing. Throw them a half a walnut, and they smack when they chew. It's funny.
It's all fun
Oh.
and games until the alley cats kill them.
Yes, exactly, Stevie.
You just tell them skunks only spray sinners, so you shouldn't have to be afraid of skunks.
Yeah, my neighbors get mad because I throw cheeseburgers out to the homeless people, and they just keep coming back.
Feed them, they expect to come
About 10 or 12 of them right now out front, playing on the sidewalk.
Hi, Vanessa.
It's a kitty.
Hey, Vanessa.
My one neighbor, he was trying to explain to me something, a noise that he heard the other night. He's like, "Man, I heard the weirdest noise the other night." He said, "I couldn't sleep, and I got up, and it's like I was looking for this book that I was reading." He's like, "Then I remember I left it in the car, so I went out to the car. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Said I figured I'd read a book for a little bit, probably put me back to sleep." He said, "The minute I walk outside, I heard the god awfulest noise, and it was just a yippee, yip, 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 yip." And it was like, had to be about 20 of them doing it. He's like, "What do you think that was?" I said, "Coyotes." He says, "There are coyotes around here?" I said, "Yeah. I mean, we're 2 minutes from Cuyahoga Valley National Forest. You know what I mean? there's
Right?
all kinds of. There's probably a damn Bigfoot around here. You know,
Where are there not coyotes?
right?"
Some of they used to have a price on their head here. I don't know if they still do that.
They just, if you have a hunting license in Ohio, you can kill as many as you want year round. Doesn't matter. They're like a nuisance, like that. Groundhogs and crows. There's no limit on them. You can kill 100 a night if you wanted to.
So when are you gonna go on that wild hog hunting there out west?
Oh, I would love to do that. I want to shoot one from a helicopter. That's
God,
what I
would
want
that
to
be a
do.
riot?
It'd be
Yeah,
so
that
fun.
looks fun.
And I want to play like as I'm doing it. I want like a loudspeaker playing "Fortunate Son" by Creedence. You know,
Get some.
Screaming Wolverines.
Wolverine shooting hogs.
Hey, Tom.
My badass will fall out of the helicopter and get eaten by a bunch of wild pigs, probably.
Tom's
Like
out
that.
there.
There's
Yep,
that fat
Tom Ritter.
fucker that shot our dad.
Hey, Tom, what's up?
Tom who?
Ritter.
Ritter.
Hey, how's it going, sir? Long time no see. And Mikey's not. Mikey just stepped out for a minute, but he's gonna be in more excited than I can't even figure out how excited he's gonna be. He's gonna be excited. I won't even try to bring some hillbilly pun into this one.
Then he'll have to remember that he used to be somebody different.
Right.
If he can't remember who he was, we gotta lie. We gotta tell him it was what's a channel that's not been around for years or something.
Couldn't tell you.
If he can't remember who it was, we'll just tell him it's what's it say? Who's the RV? RV.
Tell him he used to be called Elvis from the drama community.
Elvis Travels.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say oh man, what's it? Fucking O something. O'Doul O'Reilly or O something. Used to come on the chats with you, Ditch.
Oh Lord, I don't
Rosie.
know.
Rosie.
Oh Lord, Rosie.
Yeah.
You know that when you brought up the name Elvis, I'm gonna recommend a video for you guys to watch, and you'll never picture Elvis in the same way again. There used to be, back in the 90s, there was a group called Dred Zeppelin.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Steve?
Yeah, buddy.
The lead singer would sing and dress up like Elvis.
Like Elvis. Yeah, okay, I know that one.
Zeppelin tunes.
I think they're still around, bud. I think they're still around.
Hi, Susie.
Gonna make you sweat. Gonna make you groove. Something wrong with it.
People are doing a lot of mashups on YouTube, mashing up songs and then putting them on YouTube. There's some cool ass songs that you didn't think would go together that really go good together.
Oh, they left. They must have got their. No, it's still standing there. That one deer is huge. You could put a saddle on that thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Good luck, but you could.
But you could.
But you could.
Have to kamikaze off a tree branch.
Right.
But I bet you'd get a good 5-second ride out of it.
It reminds me. I had a buddy who used to always say you could do something once or whatever till the law showed up or the police got there or whatever. He'd always say, you probably shouldn't, but you could. Probably shouldn't do that, but you could.
But you could.
Like Cheryl said, she said, you're just mad that when we moved into the suburbs or whatever, we're not out in the country anymore. You just can't go out in the backyard and shoot your gun. I was like, well, I could. At least once. I could do it at least once.
Technically,
Depends on how
all you'd
long
have to do, step out in the backyard, empty a mag, run back through the house, drop your gun, run out in the front yard with all the rest of the screaming people, and you'd blend right in.
Right. Or be the one to call
Nobody would ever
911.
know.
Shoot it and call 911. Hey, I just heard some shots fired around my backyard.
Whole Dish. Seriously, Dish.
Right?
Mr. Tom Ritter's joining us tonight too.
Yeah.
This is the absolutebomb.com. I picked a good night to come back, didn't I?
You did.
And
Wow,
I even checked-
what'd I tell you guys? He'd be excited.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it hasn't been good for me, and
I'm gonna shut out at midnight.
so it's to see you
They're
guys.
back.
I was just on what it called. I haven't been on what it called either.
Tender.
TikTok, and I
Internet
went on last
machine.
night. I went on last night with the people I met, and
Farmers only.
they were like, "Where the hell you been?" There's a time to hustle around and a time not to.
First time I ever
But-
saw that though, Mikey, I laughed. The Farmers Only commercial that
Yeah.
got me.
Um,
I
No.
was
it's been, between the shit with my kid, and
Yeah.
it's been trying to find nurses to come in, and it's hell, But I told the wife, I says, listen, she says, no, you just go out early and just come back, because he'll sleep till whenever, and I said, no, I will. But I gotta get up and lead mining 44. How the hell you doing? Seahawks. Patriots just signed Mike
Mike
Vrabel.
Vrabel.
And I believe I heard somebody tell me today that Josh McDaniels is going to call the plays. So we'll see. But my dream didn't come true. Only it's still half there. I wanted Pittsburgh and Detroit in the Super Bowl. So obviously Pittsburgh lost, so they're not going to be in the Super Bowl. But I stopped by to say hi. Mets kicking in, so I love you all. Good night. Listen, Tom, it was great to see you. I hope things are well. Thank you so
Detroit's
much.
in the Super Bowl?
Not yet, but they're
Not yet, but
they're favored.
They're favored to be there.
Wow. How long has that been?
Long.
They should have been there last year. They fucked it up.
Yeah, they did.
Who'd they lose to? Kansas City? No.
But
The Rams? No, who did they lose to?
I forget. They only got
Wait,
3
weren't
losses.
they in the Super Bowl last year?
No,
they,
silly.
They lost to fucking Philly or whoever. They were winning 24 to fucking 10 or whatever, 24 to something. They blew it.
Hi, Susie.
Susie.
Hi, sweetie.
Who was in the Super Bowl last year?
It was Kansas City and fucking
Have the Lions ever been in the Super Bowl?
Kansas
No.
City and San Francisco. So it was San Francisco that beat them
yes.
to knock them out?
Yes. And the NFC championship game. Wasn't it the championship game, Dish?
Yeah, it was.
But
Hey, Susie, your deer are back raiding your bird feeder.
every time I see Tom Dish, I think about that video he did on the Mora companion.
Beating the crap out of the Mora.
Beating the fucking piss out of that fucking thing. I'll tell you what, for an $18 fucking knife, I don't know if they're still $18, they used to be, but for an $18 fucking knife, and he beat the fucking absolute snot out of that thing. It still worked. So, I mean, I got to get me a more of a fillet knife.
I used a regular. Well, what was it? A Mora, the Clipper.
Yep.
I used the Clipper as my fillet knife.
Well, they have a regular fillet knife.
Well, I didn't have one, so I used my Mora Clipper.
Oh no, I'm just saying. I want to buy one.
I mean, because for 40 years of my 51 years on this planet, I always had a Rapala fillet knife
Yeah.
that came with my box that I bought with all the shit in it for.
And thank you
Yeah,
for
we had a-
thank you for saying Rapala the correct way and not Rapala. Like,
Well,
the, like the new
I always
people.
say Rapala when I'm fishing with my buddy because I'm like, when I'll catch it and catch something, he'd be like, God dang, he gets so pissed because I outfish him every time. He's like, what are you using? Well, I won't even let him get to that part. As soon as I set the hook, he looks over and I go, Rapala. Rapala.
My buddy upstairs when he I'll be using my favorite bait, my white spinnerbait, and I'm still not smart enough to attach a fucking hook down to the tail of it, but I'll do that this year. But
Gotta have one of them
I use
stingers.
that. I'll cast that thing 3 feet from shore. You know what I mean? And I'll be just get him right off the beds, and he gets pissed. He goes over there. He's got his lizard. He's got this. He's got crawlers. I go, put a fucking spinnerbait on there, kid. I'm telling you. Put anything fluffy, anything with fucking, what do you call it? I know what I'm doing. I said, okay, you know what you're doing. You have a buck fillet knife? I didn't even know buck made a fillet knife. That's awesome. I found a buck 110 at work the other day.
Nice.
I had it in my pocket for all of maybe 4 hours. And then my conscience kicked in. So I put a note up. If you lost something, come see Mike. Motherfucker.
Biggest bass I've ever caught. I caught on a Bill Dance's dancing eel, the smaller one because they sold like 3 different sizes.
Mhm.
Oh Lord.
A dancing eel. I caught the biggest bass of my life on one of those damn things.
Oh, it holds a nice edge. Nice. I don't know what fillet knife I grew up with, Jezzo. All I can tell you is this: it has the hardest plastic white handle. That my grandfather decided it was too slippery when he was doing fish, so he took his pocket knife and did this to it, to the handle, to make ridges on it.
Oh, wow.
And that was a fillet knife in my house into my 30s.
It's a baked like yellow handle, Mike.
No, it was just a white handle and the blade was just absolutely pisser. But it had no writing on it. It had no writing on the blade, no writing on the handle. And I asked my mom if she knew years ago. She never knew, she didn't know what the fuck it was. She didn't know it was a fillet knife, for Christ's sake. But nobody knew. But I'll tell you, what a beautiful fucking knife. I think my kid brother's got it now.
I got this brand new 22 pistol sitting over here beside me. You guys want to do a live poaching on a live chat?
Let's do it.
I could do it.
Only if you give me a backstrap.
That's a Walther, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only if you send me a backstrap.
Yeah, I'll send it from jail.
We got pulled over one time, and we had I think he was a state trooper. He was trying to get trying to hem my cousin up on a concealed weapon charge because he had a Rapala fillet knife in his tackle box.
Yeah.
Yeah. They nailed my brother for
I
that
caught
one.
myself. He was like, "This is a weapon. It's a damn fillet knife and a fishing pole. It's in a
Right.
tackle box."
You try to stab somebody with one of them Rapalas, it hit a bone and snap.
About a month ago, I got stopped by a town cop here in town, and I pulled down my little street, and I'm in front of the thing, and so I pull over. And he comes up to the window, doesn't say good evening, doesn't say anything. He just looks right at me. I got the window down. And he goes, "What are you, an asshole?"
Oh, good grief.
And I said, "No, I'm a Mike. Are you?" He says, "Am I a what? An asshole."
Obviously, he was.
So he says, "Oh, we have a comedian tonight." I says, "No, I'm Mike." So I already had the registration and everything for him, right? And I give it to, and I know why he's stopping me. I wasn't flying. I wasn't doing anything. And he actually has no right to stop me for it. But anyways, I'll tell you that in a minute. So I give him my license and registration, and I'm laughing. And he says, "This is funny to you?" I says, "Yeah, I think it is." He says, "Well," he says, "I'm writing you a ticket to go to court." I says, "Really? For what?" He said, "For what's the when you interrupt in a thing, what do they call it?
Obstruction.
Yeah." He says, you're going to court for an obstruction case." I says, "Really?" I says, "I'll see you there." And he says, "What is so funny?" I said, "What you should really do, officer." I said, "Look, I'm just trying to help you. I know you're young. I get it. Listen, I get it. I'm not picking on you, but you're probably not even been on the force, maybe 2-3 years, maybe tops." I said, "I'm going to try to help you out a little bit." I said, "I have all night because I live right here, as you see by my driver's license." I said, "So I have all night. I'm not going nowhere." I said, "And you're not getting paid. So what do you care, right? So why don't you sit in your cruiser, look up on your computer if what I did was against the law. Here's what I did. He's doing a speed trap. I go by him, and I'm flashing my headlights at everybody, telling them to slow the fuck down." So I says, you go into your computer, you go into your chapter 90 laws, you go into any fucking chapter you want. I says, you're not going to find it in the state of Massachusetts. Do you want to know why you're not going to find it in the state of Massachusetts, officer? I says, because in the state of Massachusetts, approximately 1993, 94, somewhere in the 90s. Okay. I said, they made it that it's not illegal to do that anymore. So you take your time. I got nowhere to go. I light a cigarette. He says, you need to put the cigarette out. I says, no, I don't. You need to step back if the smoke is bothering you. He says, you really need to put the cigarette out. I says, again, please look it up in your law book to see if it's against the law for me to smoke a cigarette in my own vehicle. I says, and if you come back and you tell me it's against the law, I'll put the cigarette out and I'll be glad to take a ticket from you. Next thing I know, there's another cruiser pulls in. As you fucking kidding me right now? So I'm just fucking dying, right? So of course, everybody sees it's me. Everybody sees, in the apartment building. You know what I mean? So I'm like, this is awesome. So
They see it too. They're probably pitying the cop.
Well, so he comes over the car again, and he's like, so listen. He said, if you really don't put that cigarette out, I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. As you can ask anything you want. It's whether I want to get out is another thing. I says, I'm not getting out of a vehicle for something that I'm lawfully able to do. So why don't you ask this other officer that's at the passenger door over here if I'm right or if I'm wrong. You guys get together, think about it for a little while, and come back to me. 5 minutes later, they come back. Here's your license. Here's your registration. You have a great night now. See you later. Bye. I go in the parking lot, park my car, and I wave to them. I walk in my house. my neighbor says, "What the fuck just happened to you?" So I told him, and he goes, "You're kidding me." I goes, "No." I said, "Not whatsoever." He says, "He told you to put the cigarette." I said, "Yeah, he tried to tell me to put a cigarette." I said, "I don't need to put a cigarette out. I'm in my vehicle. I don't need to put a cigarette out." I said, "There's no law that says I can't smoke in my vehicle." I says, "Here's where it gets iffy. If he had me, if I was standing outside my vehicle and he was near me, my brother told me one time, it can be considered, the cigarette can be considered dangerous to him, as in I can flick it in his eyeball."
Yep.
You know what I mean? He says, "However, if you're in your vehicle, okay, it is not, because he's, a millisecond from getting out of the window view. So he's not in any. So you can smoke in your vehicle. They can't tell you to put your cigarette out if you're in your own vehicle, unless unless you're being arrested, obviously, and then, you have to. But you don't do it. So yeah, I wouldn't.
Night, Lisa and Steve.
Good night, you guys. Great to see you.
Cheers.
So my neighbor says, "So why were you such a jerk?" I said, "Why was I such a jerk?" I said, "Because he said, he called me. He says, instead of just saying, 'Hey, what's up? What's going on?' Da 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 da."
I'll be right back.
He says he wanted to start with his attitude, and I says, "You just caught me on a bad night. Don't be an asshole to me, and I won't be an asshole to you." I said, "It's just the way life is." I says, there's only two professions that are out there that I won't be an asshole to you if you're an asshole to me. A priest and a judge, in that order. So those are the only two professions I'm not going to be an asshole to you." I said, "So, it's like, learn how to talk to people." And I tried to help the kid. You know what I mean? I knew, you could tell he was like fucking 27 years old. You know what I mean? It's like, and you try to help him. So that's why I was laughing. And he's just, but I'm like, you got to be shitting me, kid. I'm interested in this buck one now, Jezzo. I still might just go get the Mora one. I gotta do it tomorrow. Huh?
Right.
I still have yours up at the hunting camp.
Do you?
With a note right above it. Don't fucking touch it. This is how the note reads. The note reads, "Don't fucking touch it." Because I have I sleep on the bottom bunk when I go there. Well, not this year, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyways, right across is a little cubby. I put my wallet and everything in there, and all my meds and shit. And I have it in the cubby with a note right above it. "Don't fucking touch it." So I put it on my hip for the week, and then when I'm done,
yeah,
put it back.
Cool.
So my buddy's like, I said, "Because a friend of mine gave me that," and I said, "I don't want to take it home. If I take it home, I'm going to lose it." He said, "Buy another one." I said, "It's not the fact that I can't buy another one. It's the fact that she got it for me."
Right.
I says, "And trust me when I tell you, I suck with knives. I suck with knives."
When's it start cool down? Tomorrow night it's supposed to start getting really cold.
For you guys, I think Ohio was telling me earlier Monday for him.
Like Sunday night and the
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cold weather's not coming until Tuesday, Wednesday, most of Thursday. So
I think tomorrow night here it's supposed to get down to 8 degrees, and then it gets down into, I think the coldest is like -4.
Yeah, that's what
over the next couple days.
Yeah, that's me, -2, -1.
And then right back into the high 20s.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, for a high temperature, our high will be 25, but at night our low is going to go down to 12. So
Oh,
It'll
we're going to be. We got 2 days of cold all day.
Yeah, that's what we do too. It's. I'm looking forward to it because we could use the cold weather. I need more ice.
I can go out and make that squeaky noise, squeaky snow sound.
My fucking wife.
Yeah,
My
I
wife.
love it.
My
I
wife.
do too.
My wife hates that sound.
That's what you said.
She fucking hates it.
I don't know why.
I could be watching a fucking video. We could be watching a movie. We can watch anything you want. She hears that fucking sound. She gets up. She leaves.
Was it like nails on a chalkboard to
Yeah,
her? Or
exactly.
just don't
It
like
is.
it?
For her. It's
Wow.
I mean, and even if I tell her, like I yelled to her one morning, I go, babe, it snowed. She goes, yeah, because it's cold. It's making that sound you like. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange things.
This things I can't stand. That's just one of those things she can't stand.
Right.
You know?
Isn't it strange how different things bother different people? I had this buddy in.
I can't stand the sound of like styrofoam cups when they're like stuck together and they like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't like. I've seen people like freak out to where like they like get sick and stuff. I just don't like it. You know, it's just
Right.
it makes a dragging, squeaky noise that I don't like. You know.
Yeah,
Plus the static. I had a buddy of mine in all junior high and high school. Tough guy, got in fights and shit. Ball player, hunter, fisherman, all that. You pull a cotton ball out of a bag, that dude is hitting the floor crying.
I knew a guy the same way. He
Really?
was petrified of
Cotton
cotton
ball.
Really?
You throw it at him, he'll flip the hell out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Now,
Freak them right out.
one of my brother-in-laws, if you like doing something, you cut your finger or something, and you go, "Hey, look at this," and you show it to him, he just fucking passes out.
Wow. I'd have to have fun with that.
You know what's funny? I could do it myself if I wanted to be a, what do you call it? Mako masochist, whatever the fuck it's called. I could take a knife, open up my arm, and need 100 stitches. I could look inside my own arm. It looks cool, man. This is great. You cut your arm. I'm not going to pass out. But I guarantee you, I will throw up all over you. But it's gonna be a good cut, right? It can't just be a couple of stitches or something stupid.
Right.
You gotta have some meat hanging out of it. You know what I
Some
mean?
meat hanging out, a couple loose tendons.
Yeah, you gotta have some meat hanging out, and then I will throw up all over you.
Add infection to the wound.
Yeah, I don't. It's the weirdest
Stomach
thing.
acid.
It's the weirdest thing. I mean, I watch people put stitches in my hands and my arm, and the doctors look at me going, "What are you watching?" I go, "I'm watching you put stitches in my arm." But for other people, like when Jonathan broke his wrist, the doctor comes in, he's like, "Now his wrist was like this. I mean, his fingers are here, and his wrist is like." And the doctor says, "Hey, would you like to come in and watch me reset it?" No, that's disgusting. He goes, "What's disgusting?" I go, "Do you see that break?" He goes, "Oh yeah." I goes, "Dude, I'm sick just looking at the break, and you want me to go in there and have you go?" No, I'm good. Thanks. That's my son. It's not some fucking mannequin.
All that stuff, it doesn't bother me, but I'd rather not see it. Like when you see football players break their leg, their leg just
Joe Theismann.
sideways.
Joe Theismann. There's two that I saw that bothered me. Joe Theismann leg broke that night. That bothered me to see it. And there was a wrestler. His name was Sid Vicious, and he jumped off the middle rope, the second rope. So he wasn't up that high, and he came down, and it's like a Theismann break. It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
Yeah, I'd rather not see it. It doesn't make me puke or nothing, but I'd rather not look at it. It skeeves me out.
No.
Ugh,
I'm puking.
because I can almost feel the pain.
And that's the other thing. If you puke and I'm beside you, I'm puking on you.
Me too. I'll keep you too.
I used to be like that. I hear somebody go, ugh, and I would start retching.
Right?
But when my daughter was born and I changed that first diaper, it all went away. It's coming back a little at a time. But I used to be, I actually was driving one time in New Orleans at Mardi Gras. Might have been Jazz Fest. And this big old fat dude was in the back of a pickup truck in front of me. And I could see just the color of his face. I knew he was going to barf. And I'm following him doing 50 mile an hour down the road. And I seen him go to lean over. Dude, I closed my eyes while I was driving. It was my gag bag was that bad. I had to close my eyes. It's like, fuck it, I'll take a wreck. I'm not looking at that.
Hey, I'm a sympathy puker. So it's like if someone's puking around me, I usually I gag and puke too. But the worst ever was I was in the 3rd grade and we were sitting at the lunch table. There's, and you know how they hold like the tables that fold up and they put them away because your cafeteria is your gym.
Right.
Yeah.
So
they use a little key.
Yeah, but they usually hold about 8 kids on each section. So you got about 16 kids on a table.
Yeah.
So the table's full. Kid across from me's eating, and he just stops and looks at me and goes, "Bleh," and just pukes like right all over his tray, right?
Oh,
so
Jesus.
the first thing I do, I'm just like, "Bleh," so I puke. That whole fucking table started puking, and then other tables started. Dude, it was a puke fest. There was like probably 30, 40 kids all sitting outside the principal's office because they, when you get sick at school, they got to call home,
Yeah. And he gets sent home.
And there was like 30, 40 of us, man, all of us puking because that one kid puked during lunch.
I could never be a janitor in a school.
No.
Never.
Man, throw down the sawdust stuff on the carpet.
No.
I'd be fine cleaning, scrubbing, whatever, washing windows. I don't care. First puke, I'd be quitting.
It's the smell. Now I can change all the shitty diapers you want me to.
Oh,
doesn't bother me. The smell of puke.
Man, our janitor
in my own mouth.
That fucking weird ass sawdust stuff on the carpet, on the puke.
Yeah.
And then it would sit there for about an hour and soak it all up. Then they just come vacuum it away.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd be vacuuming with my eyes closed.
Did you ever get the baby?
Big gob of
the baby throw up in your mouth
under my nose so I could smell it.
Oh yeah, like the milk or the formula throw up when they.
Yeah, I hate that baby that burns. You get the acid reflux and it burns your throat. It's like, and she's like, "What's the matter?" I go, "I got baby throw up in my mouth."
They call that a wet burp.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that. Vomit burp.
I hate it. Oh, there's my fucking 3H driver. Where the fuck you been?
Where's your 10 millimeter?
You
are? Is that a 10 on there? Dude, if that's just a 10, I'm gonna fucking shit myself.
10 millimeter? Everybody loses a 10 millimeter.
Hang on.
That's what I said. As soon as he said it, I was like, 13. Where's the 10 millimeter at?
13.
Yeah, every kid I got's got like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, I got
7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13.
I never burnt
never 10.
I probably should have burnt this, huh? I'll burn it tomorrow.
Somebody should make a toolkit with 2 10 millimeter sockets.
Or just an entire socket set's nothing but 10.
Speaking of which, I have
to there you go. That would be a killer gift for a mechanic, wouldn't it?
I have to. I might have to. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I got to change my wife's fucking T-stat in her car.
Her what?
Her thermostat.
Oh, winter's a bad time for that.
I know, but her fucking dashboard keeps fucking vibrating and it's fucking, and I'm like, fucking, I hate it. So I'm like, fuck. Then a little fucking little gate valve thingy, the little fucking flapper. I gotta fucking change that too, because that's not opening the right way.
Flapper. I didn't know they had a flapper.
Yeah, it's like a little damper.
Oh,
for
for
I
the
forget what they
blower.
call it. Yeah,
For
the
the
little
blower?
the blower door. Yeah, it fucking
Switches from defrost to feet.
yeah. I gotta change that too. But it's gonna be
just
cold.
trade it in and get a new one.
But I just wear this. I wear this with my I wear my bibs with my if I put my line jeans on with a pair of long johns with the bibs on, I wear it to work. On the dock, fucking 5 degrees, 10 degrees, and then
I got to get some long johns. I've been wearing my pajama bottoms for long johns.
I used to do that. But it's not warm enough, Stevie.
They're kind of fluffy.
Doesn't matter.
You got the fleece ones, the fleece pajama pants.
I do. I got a pair of camo fleece pajama.
Me too. They're camo.
And now I have ones that'll match his hat because Christmas, my daughter went out and bought us.
Oh God, there's a sight I don't need in my mind.
So, yep.
We were
my PJ bottoms match his fucking hat.
well, at the funeral home. You know how they run the TV screens have the pictures going up.
Yeah.
And they were in the section of when he was really young and stuff. It's showing like his mom, would be my wife's grandmother. She was put together, man. Let me tell you, every single picture, she was just. It doesn't matter what they were doing. She was put together. The dress was perfect. The pearls around her neck, the makeup, the hair, everything.
Wow.
It was just like, but that's how all women were back then, like the 30s, 40s, and 50s. It's like there was no throwing your pajamas on and going to fucking Walmart like they do now. If you were going to if you went to the grocery store, you wore the same damn clothes you wore when you went to church. You know what I mean?
Make yourself presentable.
Right. We're talking about going to an old amusement park. It's 123 years old, and the rides are real shitty and everything. But it's just that's why we're going. You know what I mean?
Nostalgia.
Yeah, it still has the original signs when you come up to the front gate to walk in. That says that this park has a dress code. You must have a button-up shirt and this and that and stuff. Because those are from like the 1920s.
That's kind of cool.
I mean, obviously they don't still make those rules. You can wear t-shirt and shorts or whatever, but back in the 20s, you weren't allowed in this park unless you had a button-up shirt on.
Hey,
no kidding.
My grandfather was born in 1909. He died in 98, 97, New Year's Day. Do you know what his biggest pet peeve in his entire life was? If you walk into a house or a public building
with your hat on,
you have a hat on and you don't take it off, it was his job to either use his cane, the back of his hand, a broom, a fucking phone book to let you know that the fucking hat didn't belong on your fucking head. And you did it once. You were allowed to forget once. When you forgot twice, I'm not even joking. You got the broom, you got the fucking phone book off the head, you got a biff upside the top of the head, and he didn't give a fuck who you were. If you were a grandchild, son, nephew, friend of your grandchild, it didn't matter who the fuck you were.
Right.
It was just a pet peeve of his. I mean, we'd be sitting in the middle of a restaurant. He'd be like, "Oh, that son of a bitch has his hat on." It's just don't. But listen, I listen. Not going to jail today, please. And because I was in my 20s.
That'd be interesting to look up where that came from.
But that was his biggest. A man does not wear a hat in a fucking house, building, anything like that.
Right.
Oh, he would absolutely be. He's probably rolling in his grave right now. I got mine on. It's just how he is. Now I have certain things like, and so does my wife. Like I won't sit at my kitchen table with a hat on. I just to eat my dinner. I won't do it. And if I forget, she'll ask me. She'll say Michael. She'll say Michael, and she'll grab my hat, or she'll say take your hat off, and I will. The other one's this is my mom's. Even if it was 100 degrees out, you go to eat lunch, eat dinner. She didn't care back then. Back then, the boys didn't have to wear t-shirts. You know what I mean? Apparently, they have to wear t-shirts today. But you didn't come to the table without a shirt on. You had to wear a shirt to the table. But yeah, my grandfather, he did not give a fuck who you were. We'd be in a restaurant. God damn it, take your goddamn hat. Oh, he wasn't nice about it. He didn't say, excuse me, can you take your hat off? He didn't give a fuck. He was something else. He was awesome. Just would have loved him. Just would have fucking loved him because he had no fucking filter at all for anything, for anybody. I mean, sometimes the shit that come out of his mouth is really fucking, He was like, I don't know, Archie Bunker on steroids.
Right.
But he'd give you anything you wanted. He'd be like, we'd be up north in the summer, like down in the cottage, and I'd be like, Pup, I can't tie my hook on. He says, yes, you can. You just want me to do it. But here's how you're gonna do it. Sit down. I'd sit down on the picnic bench. Put your rod. Do it how I told you to do it. Put your rod on the picnic table. Da da da, and I'd put the fucking hook on. And go, I get out of here. And he just how he was. He'd do it for you once or twice, and then it was up to you to.
Right.
Right.
Yep. So now, I took my nephew fishing. My nephew's son, so my grandnephew, I guess, if you will. And I said, and he caught a fucking bass and a half. I'll have to look that up on my phone too. But he says, Uncle Mike, I gotta put the worm. You have to put the worm on. I says, yeah, this is the last year for that, and then you're gonna stop putting your own worm on. He just looked at me. I said, when we get back up to the car, you ask your dad. I says, how many times I put the worm on for him? You took my dad fishing? I says, when you go up the car, you ask your dad, what's the first rule about fishing? What's the first thing you bring when you go fishing? They did. They went up the car.
Well, now the little bunny's out there getting his.
Yeah, my bunnies are out too. Is it a thing in the air? I haven't seen them for like 3 weeks. My bunnies out here.
I usually, I had two out there the other night. It was funny. They'd start spatting back and forth and chase each other around the wood pile.
Yeah.
Like full speed.
Yeah, that's
I
what they
was
do out
sitting
here
here
too.
giggling. It was funny.
I don't know. These ones are brown, and I think they're the cottontail something, whatever. But I don't think I can hunt them.
Why?
I think there's a rabbit around here that I'm not supposed to hunt.
It wouldn't be the cottontail, I don't think.
I don't have my phone on me, so I can't really look it up. Jezzo, are you still here?
Do you have snowshoe hares? The white ones?
I've never seen a white rabbit around here. Not to say we don't. I'm just saying I've never seen one in my entire life.
My dad used to hunt those in Montana. They were huge.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be jackrabbits, probably.
Oh, okay. They were
turn
huge, whatever
white
they
also.
were.
I just seen there's a new trapper guy I've been watching. He's over in Minnesota, I believe, or Wisconsin. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Colder colder and shit. I know that. But they got jackrabbits over there that turn white in the winter,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
they're huge.
I got a trapper guy for you, Joe Holland Fishing. He does trapping too. He's up in the county up in Maine. They call it the county.
Who?
Joe Holland Fishing.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I've been watching his trap line,
Yeah, he's been doing really well with it.
catching martin and stuff.
Yep, he's catching martin. He's caught some fishes.
Yep.
Bunch of white
Yeah,
weasels.
that's weird. I just found that channel a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he's really good. He does a lot of ice fishing too. I like him. He does a good job. Yeah, he's
got that uppity Maine attitude a little bit, but he's good.
yeah, he's got a little, but he's one of those guys. Did you see him when he saw the fucking when he found the truck?
You mean the
He
guy
wouldn't-
trapping in the same area?
No. He a logger. Truck broke down.
Oh,
Coldest night of the year. And he's like, geez, I can't leave. He says, he's like, I can't leave. He followed the fucking tracks, but he lost it because the guy would go in the tire tracks. So he would lose it. And then he'd come out of the tire tracks. He'd get him again. So it took him a bit. He fucking followed the things 8 miles.
wow.
The guy walked 8 miles, coldest night of the year, get into a truck at the, what do you call the landing sites for the loggers where all the trucks are parked and everything?
Yeah.
The load zone, whatever. And then it shows his footprint getting into a truck and then taking that truck out and going.
But he followed him just to make sure he wasn't stuck.
But he made sure that there wasn't somebody, dying in the woods somewhere.
Right. Cool.
I mean, up there's like you're up there's like up in UP and your Michigan there. There isn't anybody for like 100 miles.
Right.
It's like just
Yeah,
about 100 miles, you're not going to see a human being, and it's like
UP's real wild. Hell, you'll drive for an hour up there without seeing another car.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just found out, probably not like recently, but probably a year ago, where he traps in Maine. And I was tossing around with Jezzo, and I call it the county because that's what that's what people up in the North Maine call it. They call it the county. And they call it a county. It is a county. It's called Aroostook County. ARST 00 Aroostook County. And here's a pretty cool little tidbit. It's the largest county east of the Mississippi.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yep. Aroostook County in Maine is the largest county east of the Mississippi.
Got to be pretty huge then.
Oh, it's fucking huge. It is huge. So, like, if you're looking at the picture of Maine, it's like half the top of the thing plus one straight line that comes down this way. So it kind of looks like a backwards flag almost. Yeah, but it's absolutely fucking huge.
Assholes.
Yes. How can I help you?
I just, I've been trying to say something forever. You just ignoring what I've been saying, and then I
Take
realized
yourself off of mute.
Yeah. I figured that out.
Fucking new guy. Stump never came back, but it was good to see him though. I'm happy I got to see Stump.
Yeah, I sent that picture of them deer out off my porch. I said, "You want to talk about back porch hunting?" He's like, "Holy shit!"
I really, dude. I saw it again, and I gotta go. I have to find a place I can either drive to, because why would I want to fly? Because then I can't bring it back with me. But I need to go fucking hog hunting somewhere,
Right.
and I don't want to
It's
go
a
on the
ride.
farm. I can go to New York, but it's in a high fence thing, and it's like my buddy went and he said it's stupid, don't go. So I said okay, I won't go. So I gotta. It's bothering me. I gotta go.
I think I don't know what the population is in Pennsylvania, but West Virginia has a pretty high hog population that people hunt.
Is it really?
I'm pretty
How
sure.
far is it from West Virginia to my house?
Yeah, I mean, how far is it from your house to your cousins in Chillicothe?
16 hours, I think.
So add like 2 hours to that. You're probably looking at about 18 hours then.
Yeah.
You go down there to West Virginia, just make sure you wear them pretty panties, boy. God, that movie still creeps me out.
No, they don't know
Feel
what
like
it
a
is.
pig.
You got a pretty mouth, boy.
That was Joe Biden's first movie.
Right?
Fucking Biden.
He played the kid with the banjo.
Oh shit. I saw a video. This guy goes around and goes to these back road places and off the beaten path and all that. They went to his town.
Bald-headed guy?
Yeah, he went to his town and they interviewed this lady.
He works at Walmart.
I don't know where he works, but they just went to his town and they went and they said people get mad that that they depicted that way. And they said it was nice that the movie was there, but then after the movie, everybody thought we were a bunch of inbred people that all we do is.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm talking about the kid that was the banjo player on the front porch on the swing.
Yeah.
I seen like an interview with him or whatever. It was like one of those off the beaten path type shows.
Yeah, he's heavy set now, not like fat heavy set.
No, not too bad, but I mean, but he works at Walmart as like a greeter cart guy,
Welcome to Walmart.
Because but it's weird. You're expecting him when he started to talk. You're expecting him to have like some type of disability. You know what I mean? Because just the way he looked in that movie,
Right.
and he doesn't.
Be surprised
if I ever saw him at Walmart. If I ever saw him in a Walmart in Kentucky, I would fucking take a fucking banjo and put it in his hands and you gotta do me a favor.
He didn't really play the banjo.
Yeah, I think he didn't. I don't think he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then this guy goes to. He actually did Maine. He did the somewhere in the Appalachian Mountain. I thought it was West Virginia or that area coming up towards me, but yeah, he did some that people were fucking. Some of the people were nasty. Some of the people were awesome to him.
You ever see that series Soft White Underbelly?
No.
Oh boy, look that up. Look up the Whitakers.
Oh my God, the Whitakers.
Oh Lord.
I saw it came across my feed one day, the Whitakers, and I'm like, that can't be a real photo. That's gonna be like a fucking.
Oh, it's real. Yikes.
And I watched one, and it was a very poor section of the Appalachian, what do they call them?
Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, but it's the Appalachia is the where they live or whatever. I don't know, but
Appalachia.
Watching them videos where they show like the whole town, but like since the main mine shut down in like 1934, the town has just been nothing but like a meth haven ever since.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
and then it's, you know, people are broke, and it's, but you know, they were having a pig fest anyways, and I was just amazed. I was just like, wow. Yeah, everybody's on meth, and I'm just like, that's just wrong.
Yeah, there's quite a few channels that do that stuff where they go around and look at those.
They can't give the land away because everybody knows it's fucking crack city haven and meth haven, and
I'll
people
tell you
won't
the
move there.
videos I like. Have you ever heard of town in Pennsylvania? I think it's called Centrilla.
No.
Look up Centrilla videos. I think it's Centrilla, Pennsylvania. There was a coal mine that caught on fire
Oh yeah. Been
years
burning
and
for
years and years ago, and there's still a fire going. They can't put it out, so the whole town was evacuated, and it's just a ghost town. It's so weird.
City of the
Yep.
Eternal Flame.
But yeah, they talk about how they discovered it, that they knew it was on fire, but they didn't think it was that big of a deal because it was underground or whatever. But the fire was just spreading for all these years. And there was a guy like walking in the woods. I don't know if he's hunting or what, or walking his dogs or something. But
His name wasn't Jed, was it?
I don't know. But he stepped in a hole and he fell down in this hole, like just his foot, and it got burnt real bad because it was right there and the flames were so close to the edge of the earth crust, you know. And they said this whole town's gonna like sooner or later just fall into this fire pit. So they evacuated everybody from like the whole surrounding areas. The road to get in there looks like something out of a movie, dude. Like cracks in the road so deep that it's like you couldn't drive a 4-wheel drive truck across it. It's so bad.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I always end up going down the wormhole on those videos, watching stuff about that.
Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah.
How did I get here?
But you learn some interesting shit. Like there's a place by me that's the same thing. There was a town there, and now it's gone, and it's just like everything was abandoned. But it turns out that was when back in the 70s, early 70s, when they created the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. They took a bunch of people's property and shut a town down and everything so the park could take over the land under what is it, eminent domain or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Domain.
Yeah, that was back. That was pretty interesting.
I've always disagreed with that law.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Like it's for the betterment of society. We're taking your land. You know?
Here's what they did in Massachusetts. They took 4 towns. How many? Anyways, they put a fucking reservoir. They flooded it, left the houses, left everything there, flooded it, and now it's a drinking reservoir.
Huh.
It's called the Quabbin Reservoir in Massachusetts.
You know, we had Allen Creek near us where we used to live, and one year I remember it was on the news because they did the same thing to that area. They just dammed up the one creek, and it made their big dam and reservoir out of it. But coffins with bodies started popping up.
Yeah,
they flooded it over a graveyard, and they didn't relocate the graves. And over the years, all the damn coffins started popping up, and they shut everything down.
Wow. That's I don't understand how they can flood towns and make it a reservoir for drinking water.
Yeah.
And there's like septic tanks and sewer lines and all that shit.
Well, I don't. Did it have septic tanks way back in the day?
Yeah.
But because they probably had outhouses, because this is way.
Either way.
Yeah.
I got to look that up. I'll tell you what year it was.
And
What if you
Mike
had some
freezes
company that
up
was
in
dealing-
5,
We had
4.
some company that was dealing in like toxic chemicals or something, and they just left them all there, and then they come in and flood the place.
Yeah.
Because didn't the Tennessee Valley did that, didn't they? Didn't they do that for the? Wasn't that a big one that went in where they took everybody's property and everything, and they just flooded the whole area, of the Tennessee Valley?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Quabbin Reservoir in Massachusetts was flooded from 1939 to 1946. The reservoir began filling on August 14, 1939, and was completed in 1946. 4 towns were destroyed. 4 towns were destroyed. It's drinking water for Boston and other parts of Mass. The project was controversial and displaced thousands of people from their homes. The towns of Dana, Enfield, Greenwich, and Prescott were disincorporated in 1938. The reservoir holds 412 billion gallons of water.
Damn. Do they leave it empty like California?
We can finally fish in it. We just can't bring boats on it.
Yeah, that one in California was supposed to hold around 400 million gallons or something, and it wasn't even. It was bone dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Yep. They call it the 4 lost towns in Boston. Well, in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. Hang on, I'm gonna look that Tennessee up.
I need to get off of here. I'm way past
Yeah.
my new bedtime.
Yeah, my new
What's your new bedtime?
Like 9 o'clock,
Jeez.
10 o'clock. Gets
Pussy.
dark at 5.
Pussy.
Pussy nothing. Get to spend gasoline on the generator, make the lights work.
True.
Pussy. No, you gotta get one of those things from fucking like you see on the videos. These people have the charging stations there. The fucking what do you call it? So little fucking plug it in.
Solar?
No,
Oh, yeah.
it's like a charging. It's like a fucking huge giant battery. But
Yeah,
it's
I know, but you
you
got to
plug your
charge
phones
them
in.
up.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't got my solar hooked up yet. I got a little 12 volts battery solar charger I jumped my tractor with the other day. That worked fine. Perfect. Little bitty thing.
All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here because Stevie's right. My bedtime is long past too. I'm usually getting up, taking a piss right about now.
Let me say, holy crap. It was nice seeing you guys tonight.
Listen,
You guys
Hey,
too.
you too, brother.
wait till I can guarantee you this. I'm done doing what the fucking I ain't seeing people in 8 weeks. I can't do it anymore. It's bad for my psyche. But it was awesome. It was awesome, obviously, having you guys here back with me,
Right.
and seeing you guys. And it was awesome seeing everybody out in the chat room. I haven't seen for. I mean, Sick Man came, Tom came. I mean, the regulars were here too. Don't misunderstand me, but when that's the last time you seen Sick Man and Tom and
No J Watt.
Richie?
I was just going to say, I didn't hear no J Watt
Oh,
name.
he'll probably say goodnight at the end. But
His new MO.
his new MO. But yeah, no J Watt tonight. You're right.
Oh, did we say hi to Uncle Cal?
We didn't, but
Hey.
hello. He saw my TikTok video. Oh, for those that are on TikTok, if it ends on Sunday, don't worry, they're gonna have it on Monday. But I did a TikTok on that too. I did a little video on TikTok, so and I saw Uncle Cal on that one too.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here. Good to see everybody. And I will try to do one next Friday night. All right. Thanks for being here, people. We're out of here.
Ciao.